to Early Morning Catechism. Today we are returning to the dogmatic constitution on the Church from the Second Vatican Council, and we're going to be looking at Chapter 3, which is entitled The Church is Hierarchical. So we're going to be talking about the Church's hierarchy. We're going to be talking basically about those who have been ordained, those who have received the sacrament of holy orders. And there is a hierarchy. There are offices that have a rank to them. We're going to start with the highest office, and that is the office of Pope. The Pope is Peter's successor. He is called the Vicar of Christ. He is the visible head of the whole Church. Now, when we talk about the Pope, we are talking about someone who has been ordained a bishop, and one of his responsibilities is from time to time to gather a council together to deal with specific problems related to theology. It was the Pope, Pope John the 23rd, who called the Second Vatican Council together, which was made up of all the bishops around the world. When we talk about the Pope, the term infallibility enters in. People have often been confused about that term. What does infallibility really mean? It's promised to the Church. It's present in the body of bishops when, together with Peter's successor, they exercise the supreme teaching office. So infallibility is present when the Pope and the bishops meet together to exercise the supreme teaching office, as in a council. The Pope himself enjoys infallibility when he proclaims in an absolute decision a doctrine pertaining to faith and morals. Now let me assure you, this has rarely been done in the history of the Church. I think maybe twice. It has very rarely been done. So we don't need to think that everything the Pope says is infallible teaching. A bishop may never proclaim something in terms of faith and morals by himself. He can only deal with these major matters when he is part of the whole body of bishops, with the Pope as the head. Bishops must be responsible to the Pope, and they have three responsibilities: to celebrate, worship, to teach, and to exercise the office of ruling. Government is part of the responsibility of a bishop. And a bishop has a diocese, and in that diocese he has many priests who are responsible to him. The priests shepherd the faithful, celebrate worship, preach the gospel, and cooperate with bishops. A priest does not exercise a governing authority within the Church. We also have, as a result of Vatican II, the diaconate restored. And deacons assist priests in worship, and one of their primary responsibilities is to care for the poor. Deacons receive the imposition of hands at ordination, but they are not anointed with oil as a priest is. As I read through this chapter 3, which says more about bishops than any other hierarchical office, the two words that kept coming through to me are the words unity. The bishops are to work for unity among the priests, among the people. and charity. They are always to exercise charity as they go about their service to God's people. Conclude with those two words, unity and charity. When we think about the church today and we think about the problems it faces, keep in mind that the council emphasized over and over that the hierarchy, no matter which office they have, are to bring the people together and to show them the love of Christ.